Well, good evening and welcome to the 8th edition of International Open. We are live at the Academy of Model Aeronautics International Aero Modeling Center, and this is our 8th edition of International Open. My name is Joe Scully. We're live tonight from not the TBS main stage where World Cup is going to be Saturday night, not from the TBS Tiny Whip tent where we're going to be from tomorrow on Friday night. We are live at the HD0 SPEC track. We are at our top 24 of SPEC racing. The pilots are all powered up. We are about to go green. Those joining us on the MultiGP YouTube channel, you have not missed a thing. We're about to start. Their goggles down, their thumbs are up. They're now on their controllers, ready to fly. Match number 1. Good luck, pilots. Let's see full video. Full video coming in. Are we good, FPV GAN? Can you hit a switch? Or you think it's no bueno? No bueno? All right, he's pulling. All right, heat number 1. You just don't want to be last or second last. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Go tone. This is a start. Night racing of our SPEC race here on the HD0 SPEC track. And of course, always feel that HD resolution with zero latency. Whole shot going to go to AK FPV, one of our track designers here at the MultiGP International Open. He made it. He made it on time. He is the designer of the All Skills track brought to us by Rec that we're going to see a little bit later on this week. But he is the one that we are chasing. Top left-hand corner of our screen coming in hot here. We're on lap number 1. NM Grower running in the number 2 spot. Then it looks like Lundy, Dreamsy, West, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on to lap number 2. We're about to go on to here in just a second. All red is the MultiGP start-finish gate. It's AK, Grower, West, Lundy, Dreamsy, and of course those are your 5 missing FPV GAN on the takeoff block as we're chasing AK as he is in that sweeper in that back section, still with Grower. West now still up in 3rd, but getting closer to Grower, going to try and slide up in the number 2 spot. It's a battle for the 2 between West and Grower, and AK right now with a 2-gate lead, but not breathing room yet. We still have another lap to go. They're all running the same spec, and now it's looking like Grower making a move.
West 35.3.
It's Grower, AK West 1, 2, and 3. Of course, the top 3 moving up. It's the top 24 of SPEC and a 14 race program a la Huge, just like normal. And so top 3 will advance to our winner's bracket, bottom 3 into our consolation bracket. And right now, closest to that cutoff is Dreamsy. He's about 4.6 seconds back, but he's got to find West, AK, or Grower if he's going to do it. Here comes Grower. Grower to the line with the lead of lap 3 and to the checkered. AK FPV pulling up the number 2 spot, 2.9 seconds back in 2nd. West is in 3rd, 3.3 seconds back. Dreamsy pulling up 4th, 6.1 seconds back, and then Lundy in 5th, the 2nd behind him. And so right now, I believe unofficially, your top 3, Grower, AK, and West. What did he say? Review on who? Double A, you want to come back and see us real quick? And so we have, looks like we're going to have some discussions here behind the scenes, but in the interim, we're going to look for heat number 2, Lehman King, Cali FPV, Flyboy, Dabs FPV, and Scrap Heap. Will be next to fly. On deck will be heat number 3, Free, Dark X, Bernie FPV, Jordal, Shames, and Blips. And then in the hole, Amari, Mr. Chow's, Fire Serpent, Prodangles, Bend FPV, and Cube. Getting sent to grid up heat number 2. Double A, you came and said something you want to share with us? Sounds like someone somewhere was calling for a review. Not sure what we're reviewing on that one. Are we reviewing something on that one? Sounds like behind the scenes are about to try and do it. I have it queued over here by me if we need it. And discussion off mic. So on that last heat, results are unofficial, but for the tentative moment, we're going to take NM Grower and AK along with West. We're going to bump them up unofficially to match number 6, no channel changes. Dream Z, Lundy, FPV GAN, we're going to bump you to match number 5, no channel changes. But that one is under review. It is under review. Results are not official on that one. As we get set for our next group, we brought all the cameras over here to the HD0 Spec Track. We got a lot of excitement happening here. We're actually back here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, for the 7-inch stock final. That's with the Sharjah drones. Everyone's been talking about a bunch of people getting to fly them, and we're doing qualifying tomorrow, and our finals at 8 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. That's about 90 minutes before we start right now. That's when we're going to be lining up to do our stock final tomorrow night here on the HD0 Spec Track, designed by FPV GAN, who we didn't get to see fly in that last heat. In this next one, it is Scrap Heap, the number 23 seed, Dabs FPV, the number 18 seed, Flyboy, the number 15 seed, Cali FPV, the number 10, King, the number 7, and Limon will be your highest seed in this one. Second overall in qualifying. That was 2 laps in 67. That was about 1.8 seconds off of the TQ. So Limon definitely coming in hot, one to watch, as it were, here in heat number 2. Match number 2. Looks like our pilots are set to fly. Let's go green, contenders. Top 3 advance to the winner's bracket. Bottom 3 to the consolation bracket. Everyone knows the deal. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. And big spec drones. I heard a little revving. I saw a little block popping, but it's just block rocking beats, and your high seed Lehman with the lead, and massive mid-airs after the start-finish gate. Scrap Heap, Flyboy, King down, and looked like we were chasing your high seed Lehman, but he has got company. Dabs, Flyboy, Lehman, Cali FPV, and it's Cali FPV your leader right now. She just dropped to the number 2 spot. It's now Lehman, Cali 1 and 2. Flyboy running 3rd, Dabs running 4th, and of course the top 3 advancing. So Dabs going to try and race against Flyboy here for the transfer position, as this one is Lehman and Cali 1 and 2. That is beautiful right there. You want chase cam? We got it for you. Lehman, Cali, Flyboy, Dabs FPV 1, 2, 3, 4. That is your running order here on lap number 2, 3-lap races, as we continue chasing Lehman, and the one chasing is Cali FPV. Cali FPV just taking the lead at the dive gate, and a little excitement there. She will drop and roll, and so she will drop a little bit further back. Lehman in the lead, but Cali still in the number 2 spot now. She is about to get some company by way of Flyboy and Dabs running 3rd and 4th, but as we get set to go on to our final lap, here comes Lehman. Here comes Cali FPV, still running 2nd. There's Flyboy and Dabs. They're 1.2 seconds back behind Cali, and now issues for Dabs. So now all eyes on Flyboy. He's in 3rd. Does he hold 3rd, or does Dabs have an epic recovery here and get up by them? Right now, 1, 2, and 3 are looking solid to advance here from match number 2 to races 6 and 5. I thought something was weird that he checked in early. So we're going to have, does Tim know how to do the adjustment?
34.4.
And Lehman gets it done. 3 laps a minute 54. Cali FPV finishing up in 2nd. 4.3 seconds back. Then Flyboy 1.5 seconds back behind him. And Dabs will pull up 4th in this one. So Dabs, King, and Scrap Heap going down into our consolation bracket. Lehman, Cali, and Flyboy going in our winners bracket. Winners bracket. And so, one channel change to worry about on the winner's bracket. Flyboy going to go, whoa. That's a channel change we can't do. We're not going to that channel. So we have to do some adjustments there, Tim. Flyboy is not going to go to 8. He's going to have to go to something else. Scrap Heap is not going to go to 7. We're not using 7 and 8. So we're going to have to do some manual adjusting. I'm going to slide over. And we're going to hit some buttons on the scoring computer. We also, after DVR review on match number 1, Grower missed a gate on the opening lap. After the opening lap, I had him line of sight running second. He checked in the lead, and so Grower is actually going to go down into the consolation bracket. Dreamsy is going to go to the winner's bracket. So a little adjustment on race 1, and a little adjustment here behind the scenes on the channels that we're going to use. And so before we roll out heat number 3, stand by. We need about 2 minutes. Heat number 3, stand by, as we're going to make some changes here behind the scenes. And so a bad lap there on Grower. It looked a little weird for us because, again, we had him running second, and then all of a sudden he somehow got first. And after DVR review, Grower then will go into the consolation bracket, missing a gate there on the opening lap. And so a little adjustment here on our channels as well. This is heat number 3. Cubes, you're not up. You're on deck. 8. Still 8. 6. 6. Yeah, still 6.
Flyboy's now on 2.
Flyboy, we're going to actually move you to race band 2. Flyboy to race band 2 when you come back in match number 6. Scrap Heap, you're going to go to race band 3 when you come back in match 5. Scrap Heap to race band 3. Channel change for Dreamsy, going to go to race band 5. Dreamsy now is in match number 6. Dreamsy, you're going to match 6, race band 5. Flyboy, match 6, race band 2. Those are changes. Scrap Heap, race band 3 when you come back in match 5.
And then there's Grower that moved back to race band.
And Grower, you're still on your channel, race band 2, but you're now in match number 5. All right, we can power up heat number 3. We're good for you. Thank you for your patience. This is a preliminary round, getting set to shine. Top 24 of SPEC here at the 2024 International Open. Yes, sir. What a great race that last one was. This is going to be Blips, our 21st seed. Shames, our number 20 seed. Jordill, our number 13 seed. Bernie FPV, our 12 seed. Dark X is with us at his first International Open, the number 5 seed here in SPEC. And Free, holy Free, the number 4 seed. He's our Cinewhoop guy. He's the guy we tag in for all those track fly-throughs that you see at all our major events. He likes the big drones. And holy, Free in the number 4 spot overall. 2 laps in 67. That's not bad. TQ, 3 laps in 65. He was about a second a lap off the TQ. He's in this one. I'm excited for this. Yes, sir. How about it? And he's in his home state. '21 top 15 in sport. 2022 top 12 in sport. 2024 top 4 in SPEC in qualifying. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, guy. Great shot of our launch stands as our pilots are getting set to fly. Two Dog is our flight line director here at the HD0 SPEC track tonight, confirming a positive confirmation of video. Downlink from the drones to the pilot's HD0 goggles. And it looks like Most of this heat is HD0, only one analog, which is appropriate, right? It's the HD0 track. We're about to go green. Your high seat is free. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. Up and at 'em we go. Fantastic start as we see that shot below us. That is the sun setting off in the distance. There's a look at the track as the LEDs go by. And there's the destruction of our gates. The LED-lined gates are, well, they're just going to be gates at the end of it as we are chasing Dark X right now. He's your leader out through that sweeper. He's got a gear. And coming up behind him, looks like Shames and Free. We're in a battle for second, third, as it is now out of that corkscrew section. Dark X, then Free, then Shames.
Dark X FPV 30.
Now Shames up into second, then Free. Dark X, Shames, and Free, 1, 2, and 3. And top 3 is what you want to do in these preliminary rounds. Closest to the transfer position is going to be Jordal, 2.8 seconds back in fourth, and Blips, 3.9 seconds behind Tim. And we lost Bernie FPV on that opening lap, still chasing Dark X. That's the pilot from France. We featured him at the Sharjah race about a month ago in the UAE, the FAI champion in 2022 in Birmingham, Alabama at the World Games. Unstoppable in Europe, unstoppable in America, and he is here at his first International Open, leading now on to lap number 3 with Shames 4 seconds back, defending the homeland. The Heartland pilot with Free, our home state pilot, running third. But Jordal still in fourth. He gets onto that third lap, final lap as well, 4.1 seconds behind Free for that transfer position. Blips onto that lead lap, lap number 3, final lap as well. As we look to Dark X now, going up high, about to finish this one off as we go over that hurdle. Now it's a full send at that red gate, and Dark X with the win of match number 3. 3 laps, a minute 47.
Shames 34.8.
Looks like a 33 and a 32. That is about 65 seconds. Dark X was saving something for the night race. He was about 3 seconds faster than what we saw during the day. Shames going to pull up second, Free in third. They'll be your 3 to advance up in our winner's bracket. And by 2.9 seconds, we'll put Jordal in fourth, Blips in fifth, and Bernie FPV in 6th. That was a preliminary round, so we'll move them down into our consolation bracket. Jordal, Blips, Bernie FPV. Going to go down to match number 7, no channel changes. And Dark X, Shames, Free going to match number 6. Or match number 6? Match number 8. Match number 8, no channel changes. Match number 8, no channel changes. Yep. Dark X, Shames, and Free. Match 8, no channel changes. Well, here we go. This one is going to be a hot one. Want to say hello to those watching us from afar here at the International Open. Say hello to Todd Erdwin. We say hello to Henry. We say hello to Keener FPV. Says, gotta love night racing. Great to also see it at the CDRC. What? I'm not sure what that is about. Devin C. cheering on Bernie, who had a little bit of bad luck in that last one. Kilo Zebra says, looks like a perfect evening in Muncie. Yeah, we are a big fan of this night racing. Want to say hello as well to Louis Fer Castillo. Says, cheers from Guatemala. I forgot, this is the International Open, so I got to say cheers from Muncie, Indiana, all the way to Guatemala. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Cheers to you. Osby1 Kenobi hasn't missed too many International Opens, but he is watching from afar as well. What's up, buddy? There's Heisenberg just up the road. Hopefully he makes a trip down here tonight or this week. And Brennan G says, what's up, Eldo crew? What up? This is a hot heat. This is heat number 4. So even though it's the top 24 SPEC, it is still our traditional race 14 races, right? 4 in the preliminary round. Then you have your winner's bracket, your consolation bracket. Till we get to match number 13. That is the semifinal, the consolation bracket. Match 14, that is where we go chase the ace. Now we meet that first ace to chase. Do we have Ironman tonight? Here in this one, match number 4, we have Cube, the number 24 seed, Bend FPV, the number 17 seed, Pro Dangles, the number 16 seed, Fire Serpent, the number 9 seed, Mr. Chouse is back with us, the number 8 seed, and Mr. Spec Racer himself, a former Street League champion, Amari, is with us as your top qualifier, 2 laps in 65.3. That is about 1.9 seconds faster than anyone else here at the International Open. We're over 200 pilots strong here on day 1 of the largest drone race in the world, and they are set to fly. Match number 4. Good luck, pilots. Top 3 to the winner's bracket, bottom 3 to the consolation bracket. You all know the deal. We're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. So many screens around me. I'm just like, where to look? This looks absolutely beautiful. Why? Well, we got LED line quads running through LED line gates, and we're enjoying it in HD0 high resolution with near zero latency. First victim here on the opening lap is going to be Mr. Chouse, who was a pretty high seed in this one, right? He was your second high seed in match number 4. And, of course, we are chasing Amari, top left of our screen. About to round out lap number 1. We go over that high gate, over to this hurdle, and over to the red one. That's our start-finish gate. And I see a quad in front of him. Nope, that's lap traffic. There's Amari, your leader, onto lap number 2. There's Cube running second. Mr. HD0 support here in America. Pro Dangles, the number 3 spot, 2.8 seconds behind Cube. So it's Amari, Cube, Pro Dangles. Now looking for Bend FPV. Here he comes across onto that lead lap. He's about 12 seconds back from the, well, no, 10 seconds back from the transfer position. And now working on lap number 2. White flag flies. One more to go for Amari. 32 and a 33. That is 65. So he's running the same times that we saw in qualifying. And he is just on the gas, going fast over in that sweeper. One of the great sections here on the track on the left side. Pro Dangles still running second. There's Cube still running third. 4.6 seconds back. They're 1, 2, and 3. They have about a 13-second lead over the rest of the field. There's Bend FPV. He's made up a little bit of ground, but he's 7.7 seconds back from the transfer position as we wave a checkered flag for Amari. 3 laps in, another 33 and a 32. So pair of 32s and a 33 in the session. He was running hot. His fast 2, 65.8. His Q time, qualifying time, 65.3. So half a second off. Losing a little bit of ground, half a second. A quarter of a second a lap longer than what we saw in qualifying. What does that mean? Amari, once again, running spec, bigger drones, on fire, and with Ironman mode engaged, he is definitely your ace to chase. Pro Dangles pulling up second, Cube in third. They advance in our winner's bracket. Bend FPV will pull up fourth when it's all said and done. Into the consolation bracket will take him, Mr. Chouse, and Fire Serpent, who we lost on the opening lap. That was match number 4, now in the books. Yes, Guy. A couple channel changes to talk about. Pro Dangles, we're going to move you to race band 3. That's an antenna and a frequency. Pro Dangles to race band 3. Mr. Chouse to race band 4. That is a channel and an antenna. Mr. Chouse, race band 4. Bend FPV, Mr. Chouse, and Fire Serpent coming back in match 7. And Amari, Pro Dangles, and Cube back in match number 8. And just those 2 channel changes to worry about. Of course, you can follow along with the channel and heat assignments, antenna assignments, group assignments, multigp.live/spec. There's a look inside of our pilot pit tent. There's Free. Been bragging on Free here tonight. Number 4 seed. There's Johnny 5 right behind him. Of course, that vlog is going. Well, not right this second. The camera's down, but I saw him moments ago. The vlog is going. Is he the most viral vlogger in racing? I think he is. I think he is. I mean, there's Bardwell, who's like probably the most viral when it comes to tech support. There's those Rotor Riot guys for the freestyle, the flippy floppies. But if you want behind the scenes of racing, I think it's Johnny 5. I don't think there's anyone that gets more views and great content as well. If you don't follow him yet, Johnny 5 FPV. Johnny 5 FPV, is it? Yep, on the YouTube. Great videos, and of course, stand by in about a week's time. You know it'll be another Johnny 5 Jam on YouTube, covering the I.O. behind the scenes. He was also flying a little earlier. Of course, going to get some stick time in over the course of the event. We're at match number 5. Venom Grower, Lundy, FPV Gan, Dabs FPV, King, and Scrap Heap next to go. On deck will be heat number 6, AK West, Limo, Cali FPV, Flyboy, and Dreamsy. And in the hole, match number 7. Jordo Blips, Bernie FPV, and I think the top 3 in this one is we're in a consolation bracket race. Deadband FPV on the YouTube channel says, shout out to all my boys from BDR, 3W3, and TOG. Yes, sir. Say hello to Double A, watching online and in-house. Prop Junkie says, Joe Scully, what up, homie? Not much, bud. We're just living the dream. Getting set for heat number 3, and I tell you what, that trip to Sharjah for the Multi-GP Champions race was a trip of a lifetime. Not only for the pilots that won the 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 10,000, all the money that was awarded, but just the experience of the 16 pilots invited, the crew. That was awesome. The one thing that we really enjoyed on that was LED drones on an LED line course. Now, we featured that last year at the 2023 Multi-GP Championship. We've been a big fan of it. We love the big drones as well. Been featuring 7-inch drones here for a while at the International Open. In fact, we've even been bigger with Mega as part of our race program. And excited here tonight to bring you the SPEC Race Championship. And excited tomorrow night, 8 o'clock here on the Multi-GP YouTube channel, 8 o'clock Eastern, Muncie, Indiana local time, with the Sharjah Experience, as we're going to run the same drones that we were running in the UAE. Pilots that have signed up for the experience and will qualify tomorrow afternoon, we're going to run on this LED line course tomorrow night in the same format that we ran in the UAE, which was fun, right? It was, what was it? It was like 4 mini finals, and then the winner of each of those 4 went to a match final, and then at the end of the match finals we had a grand final, and it was exciting to follow. The format was intense. Saw some storylines happen, and I think we're going to see more of that tomorrow. Zenith is on his way. Yes, sir. He's coming to I.O. with Ryan. Yes, sir. Cruel thinks he's going to start flying again so he can go next year. Cruel, there's only one problem. The last time that Cruel came to I.O., he didn't have any quads with him, and so he borrowed mine. Ran the FAI qualifier, I think, then helped me with the administration of that. There's one problem, Cruel, is now there's just Jay FPV, my son Marshall, and he's got all my quads, bud. So if you're going to start flying again, I got no loaners. Marshall has spoken for all of them. I am sorry. But you are more than welcome to hang back, bud. And you know what? I camp on site in the trailer. I'll reserve a seat. I'll reserve a bunk for you for 2025 Cruel FPV. Let's get the band together. Pilots are out on the line, getting set. We're looking for NM Grower. He's changing props. He knows this is his race. He's on his way. Baxoni, watching from Canada, says, let's go manager and coach. Yeah, we had a bunch of Canadians working in our next 24. Our top qualifier in that was Flynix. He was our TQ. I think he finished up third or fourth. I think he finished up 4th overall. TQ was 4th in our next 24. Taxu was 3rd. He had 3 thirds. Chasey Ace went 3 times earlier tonight. He got 3 thirds. Rogue One got a 6th, a 1st, and maybe a 2nd. And that put him 2nd overall. And then Z Stone, who earlier today was our over 50 rookie, He was our youngest in our over 50, competing in his first over 50 on the TBS main stage. He was our top qualifier, and he won. But then he came over here and ran 3 packs on the spec track with his spec quad, qualified to the next 24. I think he was about 10th in qualifying in the group. And he won the first round of Chase the Ace and the last round of Chase the Ace. And so 2 podiums today for Z Stone. We had a lot of fun, of course. A few years ago, we added the over 40. Then we added the over 50. This year in 2024, it was unofficial, but we ran the over 50 this morning. We also recognized the over 60. Same group, but just how the over 60 group finished. And today, we had our first ever over 70 champion. That was JD Roeder, 72 years old, making the trip to IO from all the way from Florida, 72 years young. He was our over 70 champion, and he was second in our over 50. Second in our over 50, number 1 in our over 70. Lead Boy was third in our over 50, first in our over 60. Now, a year ago, he was in the 40 group, right? He was in the over 40 and the 50. SS Belmont was his arch nemesis, and Belmont podium both. Now, a year later, Lead Boy podium the 50 and the 60. It was awesome to watch. Gonna be a while before he's in the 70s. Soon I'll be in the 50s. Let's go green pilots. Arm your quads. Top 3 stay alive. Bottom 3 eliminated. Do what? Oh, there's a problem. There's an issue, they say. What's the issue? They're running down to check out what the issue is. That was just an excitement. There was no issue. All right, pilots, rearm your quads. We're going live on the tone in less than 5. Beautiful shot of the takeoff blocks to our HD0 spec track we go. And almost all different colors there. I like it. The white is Grower. He's your leader. You're hearing oohs and ahs. First one down, it's going to be King. Looks like Lundy may have connected with King there a little early. King goes down. Lundy goes on his way, as it looks like we are chasing Grower through that sweeper. Then FPV Gann, the designer of this course, and Dabs FPV running third. They are 1, 2, and 3. Lundy trying to catch up to our field. Grower is now at that triple section going up and over. FPV Gann was like, I got an inside line. I designed this one. Well, unfortunately, the inside line is not below terra firma, making contact with the grass. Going to try and get back up. And so it is just now Grower and Dabs FPV. We lost Lundy. So Gann, I think, definitely went further than Lundy. And so Gann, don't destroy the quad. I think you're still third. I think you're still in. But you can get up if you'd like. It's up to you. But as of right now, I don't see anyone else. You are third as we're watching Grower. Dabs 1 and 2, separated by about 3 gates right now, working on lap number 2. They were separated by 2 seconds, but we're about to wave a white flag here for Grower. He's over that hurdle. 1 more to go for Grower. On 2. Lap number 3, we take him. Here comes Dabs. This is how close it is. It was 2 seconds. Now it's about 5 seconds. Actually, 6.3. There's Dabs on to the final lap as well. They're 1 and 2. Their positions are locked now due to the NASCAR rule that everyone loves, me especially. So it doesn't matter right now. They do advance. Now it's time to just have some fun. The sun is set. The moon is out. The LEDs are lit. And our party is getting lit here on day number 1 of the 2024 International Open. Looks like all the gates go right tonight here in match number 5 for Grower. He gets a win. 3 laps, a minute 53 to stay alive. Dabs FPV next across the line.
36.4.
And it'll be a 3rd place finish for FPV Gann, and he will advance as well. Fist bumps coming in on the Multi-GP YouTube channel. 10,000 subscribers.
Joe, remind him who the top 3 are.
You're going to add Vigan, FPV Gann. You're doing right. You knew what you're doing. You didn't need me to remind you to do a loop. You had it. You had it. I was cheering you on behind the scenes. I'm like, do a loop. Rocking the Live Time. Of course, we want to thank Live Time. Live Time Scoring Engine, the official timing software, Multi-GP, all the major events, and The global qualifiers as well. We support a few more software, but there's only one that's number one in our hearts, and that is Live Time. NM Grower, Dabs FPV, FPV GAN, no channel changes. You're back in match 9. That's a break of about 4. You can charge up. You're good to go. Love the Live Time since the very first International Open. We had a queuing system then where you would stand in line. When you got to the front, we would check you in on a tablet using a Google form, and then Lifetime built the code that would pull in the form, and that's how we built all our heats. We've advanced that. Then we did a QR code scanning system. Now we use a Zippy queue, a virtual queuing system where you can sign in on your phone or you can check in on the tablet on the table, sign up at your leisure, see what channels there's less of a line or maybe you want more of a line. Sign up for your packs, sign up for 1, sign up for 2, you sign up for 2, it gives you a break in between so you're not back to back. Talk to the race director, we can make it back to back if you want it. And before, when it was Google Sheets, when it was QR code scanning, when it was ZippyQ, we would have to, behind the scenes, hit about the same 5 buttons. I was going to program a Stream Deck to hit those 5 buttons, but now, this week, for the International Open, Live Time has now added a feature where we only hit 1 button once on our race screen. Boom, next ZippyQ. Boom, next ZippyQ. They are eating what we're throwing down, and we love them for their support since the very first International Open in 2017. Thank you, Live Time Scoring. AK, West, Lehman, Cali FPV, Flyboy, Dreamzy working their way to their seats, which means on deck we'll be looking for match number 7, Jordan Blips, Bernie FPV, Bend FPV, Mr. Chouse, and Fire Serpent. And then in the hole, match number 8, Dark X, Shames, Free, Amari, Prone Angles, and Cube. In the hole, we're at match number 6 right now. This is a winner's bracket race. 6 and 8. We'll take the top 3 in this one to the semi-final of the winner's brackets. Bottom 3 into the consolation bracket. No tiers yet. Chat is blowing up. They're saying, let's go AK. AK is here. Having a heck of a time. Yes, sir. AK, the number 3 seed. He was 2 laps in 67. What does that mean? Well, that's less than, well, just about 2 seconds. 1 second a lap off our TQ in qualifying. Now it's nighttime. Nighttime is the right time. Let's see how it happens. All right, the pilots are set. This is match number 6. Good luck, contenders. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. We're off to the races right there. I was watching. It's the green LEDs. I believe that is Cali FPV, right? Cali FPV, your leader here. With the hole shot, going to try and hold off the field, and oh no, pulled an FPV GAN trying to go under the grass, trying to do a tunnel right there. Just about got taken out by Flyboy. Flyboy's just ahead of her as we now look to your leader. That's AK FPV. Now AK dropped in the number 2 spot as we push off. Look like Limon now up in the number 1 spot. Limon, AK, West, 1, 2, and 3. Those are the top 3 positions as Dreamzy, Flyboy, and Cali trying to break that top 3 to advance in our winner's bracket of the semifinal. There's AK, there's Lehman, there's West. There's still 1, 2, and 3. Cali is 2.1 seconds back from the transfer position. Flyboy 2 seconds behind her, and Dreams a second behind him in the number 6 spot. 6.9 seconds separating our top 3 as we continue to chase AK and Limon 1 and 2. Limon just making that pass out of the dive. Now they're separated by about 30 feet. AK still leading the charge. Limon trying to reel him in. They're on lap number 2, still with another lap to go. But it's top 3 that you need to be, so they got the breathing room. And breathing room as well for West. There's AK onto the final lap. Lehman onto the final lap. Separated by a second. West a second behind them. And now we bring off this battle for 3rd, 4th between Flyboy and Cali. They are side by side. And then Flyboy goes down, moving Cali from 4th back into 3rd. For that, back into 4th now, as she is about 6 seconds back from the transfer position. That battle for 4th now turning into an army of 1. As we get set to wave at checkered, it is going to be AK all the way, right? There he is across the line. AK gets it done. 3 laps, a minute 49. Lehman, 2.1 seconds behind him in second. West in third, 1.8 seconds behind him. And Cali FPV pulling up fourth here, 4.8 seconds away from the transfer positions into our winner's bracket. So into the consolation bracket will take her, Dreamzy, finishing up fifth, getting those 3 laps in, and Flyboy down on lap number 3. Looks like a 66 this time around for AK. I told you to watch out for AK, guys. He just got faster. He gained about 9/10 of a second over his qualifying time. Now that he's here, he's not stressing about his travel like normal. He's one of your gunners to watch here in our spec final, the top 24. AK, Lehman West, we're going to bump you up in our winner's bracket. Looks like no channel changes. You're going to match 11, semifinal the winner's bracket. And I got channel changes for Dreamzy and Flyboy. Dreamzy, just a channel, no antenna, race band 1. Flyboy, just a channel, no antenna, race band 6. And we take Flyboy, Dreamzy, and Cali to match number 9. No channel changes, no channel changes. And of course, you can follow along online if you have cell service here on site or at home. multigp.live splash. multigp.live/spec top. Spec top. SPEC-TOP. Spec top. We're match 7. Consolation bracket race. Jordal, Blips, Bernie FPV, Bend FPV, Mr. Chouse, and Fire Serpent. Did you plug in my DVR? Okay. Just let me know if you get it. I love it. We got some strobing LEDs on our launch stand. Oh no, Mookie says, I hate that I'm missing I.O. I'm missing Mookie as well. Love to have Mookie on our flight line, taking our pictures and also watching him race as well. Yes. Yeah. No. This is match 7. Flyboy is match 9. Lots of time. Reason I kept saying Flyboy is I do have a channel change for Flyboy. Flyboy is going to, it's just a channel change, race band 6. Curl, they don't make that brand anymore, unfortunately. It was a sad day. R.I.P. Bud Light Orange. This is the HD0 spec race, the HD0 spec track designed by FPV GAN. Feel the HD resolution with near zero latency. All of our legendary pilots in Sharjah were using HD0 goggles. It was actually kind of exciting when we went to Ice Storm. My son, Just Jay, who is now in about the 344 range on the global qualifier here at I.O., got to wear the exact same goggles that Luke Bannister, Banny UK, was wearing in Sharjah. My son is 13. I'm like, Just Jay, you are wearing the goggles that the kid that won $1 million in Dubai won. He was wearing them a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Well, it was a week ago. You're 13. He was 15 when he won $1 million. Same goggles. Didn't have the same performance, but it was kind of a cool moment. We're also giving away a pair of HD0 goggles in our vlog contest. If you haven't checked out the MultiGP social media, the Instagram, the Facebook, check out how you can enter if you are on site, or even if you're at home capturing International Open from afar, you can get in the running in our vlog contest for a pair of HD0 goggles, courtesy of our friends at HD0. You can visit them on the World Wide Web, hd-0.com. Taking a look at our flight line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 of 6 flying HD0 here in the seats. Don't troll me. I'm watching the same stream you are. Looks like 4 out of 6. I have the FPV feeds behind the scenes. I'm not cheating. Might be 3 out of 6, maybe 4. I don't have good video on Blips, race band 6. Is Blips happy? All right, let's go green with it. This match number 7, bottom 3 will be eliminated. Top 3 advancing further. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. Another fantastic start here on the HD0 Spec track. Running the multi-GP Spec here tonight. 7 inches. And Mr. Chouse, your leader here after the opening lap through that hole shot gate, no one in front of him, but as he did that yaw spin there, you could see all the traffic behind him into that sweeper. That's Jordill right with him. Bernie FPV running 3rd, Fire Serpent running 4th, then Blips, then Bend FPV. So Mr. Chouse kind of has this one on lock right now. He had a pretty good trip here to kick off his week at the International Open. Qualifying in... I can't even find it now. The number 8 spot overall of our field of almost 50 pilots running the multi-GP Spec. And he continues to lead here after 1. Jordill running 2nd, 1.5 seconds back. Bernie FPV 1.8 seconds behind Tim. Fire Serpent running 4th, 2.5 seconds from the transfer position. That is to stay alive. This is a consolation bracket race, and we just, oh no, we didn't lose Jordill, but he just lost a little bit of ground, and now he is tiled up with Fire Serpent in a battle for the 3rd spot. Yes, sir. Fire Serpent just ahead of Jordill. And so this right now, I believe, is for the transfer position, unless it's for 2nd. Did we lose someone else in the mix? There's Bernie up into 2nd. Fire Serpent and Jordill, they are right behind him. We almost have a 3-way battle for 2nd and 3rd right now between Bernie, Fire Serpent, and Jordill. Mr. Chouse is your leader by about 5 seconds. He's already about to go to that triple gate section on the backside of the track here. He's over halfway done. It's almost a victory lap here for Mr. Chouse as we watch the rest of our fields here. Is it going to be Bernie and Fire Serpent, or does Jordill make a big move? Jordill says he ain't leaving. There's Mr. Chouse with the win. Over to that gate we go with Bernie and Fire Serpent, and Jordill finishing up in 4th, 2 seconds back in the number 4 spot. That was some intense racing, and we're all intense here at International Open. Mr. Chouse, Bernie FPV, and Fire Serpent, your top 3, as we're inside the top 20 now for Jordill, Bend FPV, and Blips. They've been eliminated. Mr. Chouse, Bernie FPV, and Fire Serpent to match 10. No channel changes. No channel changes back in match 10. That's a break of 2, and then we race with you. We're at match number 8. This is a big one. This is the 2nd time we've seen Amari here tonight. He was your TQ by, what, about a 1.5 seconds. He was only half a second off his TQ time the last time we saw him. He won his race, which means right now he is Ironman mode engaged. If he wins this race, he advances to match 11. If he wins that race, he advances to our final. And if he wins that first race, he's your champion. Otherwise, it's a full chase the ace, running repeatedly until someone gets 2 wins. Destiny is in his thumb tips, and history is on his side. A former Street League champion, former DRL podium numerous times as well. Amari, your ace to chase here, match number 8. You got Dark X FPV, the World Games champion. These 2 pilots we featured in Sharjah. You also have Shames, our COO, Chief Operating Officer, multi-GP. You got Free, who I've been bragging about a bunch here tonight, 4th in qualifying. Pro Dangles and Cube. This is a hot one. I know Amari doesn't always have a ton of confidence, but right now, he knows this is going to be a grinder. It is not going to be easy. Possible, yes. Plausible, yes. Easy, no. No. We have some gunners. The International Open 7th edition. Prior to the Rona, we were 325 pilots plus religiously through our registration. Post the Rona, we come back, we're under 200, just over 200 this year. I think we're getting closer to 300. And each and every year, even that first year when they just opened up the borders, it was international. We had myself from Canada. We had Robert Gentel from Costa Rica. And I think in 2021, we were the only internationals here. But now we're back in spades. I mean, just look at this heat. You got Dark X from Nouvelle-Aquitaine, France, the World Games champion in this one. Truly an international field in our top 24 in SPEC as well. 2 from Canada. And a couple from Texas. Welcome to America. Pilots are set to fly. We're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. '24 International Open opening night. 5 days of fun in that Muncie, Indiana sun. SPEC racing on the HD0 SPEC track with our top qualifier leading the charge right now. That is Amari. Dark X right behind him. Shames running third. Then you got Free Cube. Pro Dangles trying to climb up a spot. But this one is all Amari. Look at that grass going by. You can see it in HD0, huh? He has got a gear, but so does Dark X. Dark X is only about 6 feet behind him. Dark X trying to take Ironman mode away, trying to reel in Amari. Do we see it happen here in match number 8? You also got Shames still solid in third, but Free and Cube are now running with Shames. Look at this, a battle for third. They're separated by a second, and Pro Dangles in the mix. 5.6 seconds separating our entire field. We're in the sweeper with Amari. We're just one of those flags back with Dark X. That is to take away Ironman, and a little bit of a bobble there for Amari, but I think it just helped him. He's still holding off Dark X. They're working on lap number 2. Over to our battle for third. Shames, Free, Cube. That is still one. They're tangled up with another lap to go once they go through again. Here comes Amari onto the final lap. There's Dark X, 0.8 of a second back, running in second. Now we get across the line with Free up into third. Shames, 0.9 of a second back into fourth. And Pro Dangles in fifth. But there's only about 2.9 seconds in that battle for third. And Cube within striking distance as well. Amari through the dive. Dark X through the dive. Now does Free get through the dive? He does. Now do we get over there as well with Shames and Pro Dangles? That one's a little bit more distance as we go over that hurdle. Here comes Amari. Here comes Dark X. Amari will get it. Dark X 1.1 seconds behind him. Amari still with Ironman mode engaged, but Dark X is showing you he is bringing the heat from France to America. Free finishing up in the number 3 spot. 5 seconds out of second, 4 seconds ahead of fourth. And so Shames will pull up fourth. That is 4 seconds back from our top 3 transfer positions. Pro Dangles finishing up with Shames at our timer line. 0.05 of a second back in fifth. And Cube a little bit behind that as well. What a hot one that one was right there. Amari still with Ironman mode engaged and moving to our semifinal, the winner's bracket, along with Dark X and Free. I got some channel changes and an antenna change. Free, I got to change antennas and move you to race band 5. Free to race band 5. That's a polarity change and a channel change. Amari, just a channel change. Race band 3, please, for Amari. When you come back with Dark X and Free in match 11, semifinal, the winner's bracket. Channel change for Pro Dangles. Just a channel change. Race band 1 for Pro Dangles. When you come back with Shames and Cube in match number 10. That was match 8 complete. Up next, match number 9, NM Grower, Dabs FPV, FPV GAN, Cali FPV, Dreams, and Flyboy. You're up. On deck will be match number 10, Mr. Chouse, Bernie FPV, Fire Serpent, and your top 3 in this one, in match number 10. Want to thank our friends at Torval. I had the privilege of going to Europe a couple of years ago. To a drone race, of course. Why else would I go there? went to Europe. Everyone in Europe rocking those Torval backpacks. I'm like, those are pretty nice. I like their style. Now, Torval is rocking all the continents. I was in Australia, all I saw was Torval. In America, all I saw was Torval. The UAE, all I saw was Torval. Number one backpack in the game. You can put like 40 batteries, your radio, your goggles inside, hang about 8 quads off of it. You go to the field, you open up your backpack, lay it on the ground. It comes like a blanket, like a padded blanket, so you can kneel down, work on your quads. You open up the containers. They have magnets to hold all your screws in there. You unzip them as you need them. It's like a workbench, so you carry on your back. Absolutely amazing stuff. Thank you, Torval. Find out more about them, TORVOL.com. New edition here at the International Open. I had an Americano this morning. I have not had an Americano in the state of Indiana, but I got it this morning from Retro Espresso, a mobile espresso cafe designed and built by the Retro Espresso family, pulled with their retro e-bike. Look for the Retro Espresso flag this week to get your coffee fix on site. Thank you, Retro Espresso. Love that Americano. I think tomorrow morning I'm going latte. If we can do latte tomorrow, that'd be amazing. Vanilla. Sugar-free vanilla if you have it. It was great. Kickstart your morning. Retro Espresso. Want to thank our friends at Wrecked, a family-owned and operated leading online FPV superstore based here in the U.S., specializing in FPV racing, freestyle, tiny, micro whoop, and more. They're on site here at the International Open in our vendor village off to the side of the TBS main stage. I think we've already set up a tab there for Just Jay. They supported Just Jay, getting him flying at Ice Storm. And they are here with part support for all the pilots at the 2024 International Open. Want to thank Din Drones. The Din Drones Battery Box V2. It's a 4S 14P 21,700 battery box with individual cell fuses controlled by high-quality BMS with Bluetooth connectivity and can be brought on a plane. Charge everywhere. Yes, sir. Of course, 533 is with us as well. They got a huge booth in our vendor village. The choice of champions and the best customer support in the industry. Fast, light, durable, racing, freestyle, and long range. Fly533.com. We ran up a huge tab with them at Ice Storm. They helped us stay in the air and also helped us on site. Love Fly533. It's in our bookmarks. They're number one in our hearts. We're about to go green. This is match number 9. Top 3 stay alive. Bottom 3. You're getting high fives from Chris Thomas tonight. Good luck. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Terrible start there for FPV GAN, our track designer here on the HD0 spec track. I love the OSD coming up. It says sorry. Yes, sir. He tried his best. We didn't. Oh, there's a midair Dreamzy and Callie. Dreamzy the victim. And I think Dreamzy was the one who caused it. We'll see if we can play it back after this race. But that was an epic crash right now. We're down to 3. Now we're down to 2. Callie, Flyboy, Dabs. Remember Flyboy and Callie in their battle? It's Flyboy just ahead of Callie here on the opening lap. But they are 1 and 2. Callie has Flyboy in the sights. Flyboy in the red. It looks like Callie in the red and white as well. They're separated by 9/10 of a second. And it looks like Dabs is going to have gone the farthest, Dog. And I think you're going to be following Dabs out there to confirm. From what I saw there, that is not official. And we're down to 2. They have been working against each other, racing against each other, all these races. Flyboy leading Callie. Right now, they're both good. I don't think anyone else is getting up. They are going to advance. But now it's time to have some fun as Flyboy with the mistake moving Callie up into the number 1 spot. They still have 1 more lap to go. Here comes Callie onto lap number 3. Flyboy is 1.1 seconds back, and Flyboy, a little bit of pressure there, trying to catch her. He's saying, come on, Callie. Well, she's saying, come on, Flyboy. She's leading into the sweeper. He's about 2 of those flags back as she goes over to that green LED gate. Flyboy, now he's a little closer over to the dive. Flyboy tried a tighter line to the dive and and crashed out into the dive. And so this one and all, and Callie gonna crash out. An epic crash for Callie. She will still get the win. And so it is pending a walk-off review, but I believe Dabs is going to pull up third. Two-Dog, if you can just escort Dabs out there to verify that, but I'm about 80% certain that moving on up will be Callie, Flyboy, and Dabs. Might as well bump them for now, Timmy. Do a loop, thank you. Great work. No channel changes. Callie, Flyboy, and Dabs. You're back in match number 12. You don't have me yet? I'd be sending you your DVR back. Match number 10 is where we're at. This is Mr. Chouse, Bernie FPV, Fire Serpent, Shames, Pro Dangles, and Cube. On deck, match 11, AK, Lehman, West, Amari, Dark X, and Free. In the hole, couple of pilots yet to be named. Built-in retina, RTK, display 3, that would be it. I might not be sending, I'm sending now. I think. We also want to thank our friends at Hobby Wing. I know Charlie's watching from afar. Hobby Wing, one of our greatest partners ever. Champs, IO, you name it. Also one of our seasoned sponsors. On site, make sure you connect up. Get the coupon code here on site. Get 20% off FPV products, ESCs, and FCs from our friends at Hobby Wing, hobbywingdirect.com. Tattoo is with us. We're burning a ton of LiPo at the 2024 I.O. We also rocked a bunch of those Tattoo LiPos, the official LiPo, the Sharjah Drone Racing Champions event in partnership with MultiGP. JensTattoo.com. Welcoming back, of course, our friends at Emax. Lowest prices direct from the manufacturer for parts and accessories for Tiny Hawk, Easy Pilot, Hawk drones, and great top customer support from our friends at Emax as well. The Red Bottom Boys, emax-usa.com. I also want to thank iFlight. You got it? All right. I want to thank our friends at iFlight, dedicated to creating enjoyable and immersive flights for everyone by going above and beyond what you think drones can do. Shop.iflight.com. They have some amazing RTF, ready to fly Cinewhoops. Thank you, iFlight. Welcome back to the International Open. And one of my favorite sponsors ever, back in 2017, the International Open. I thought the greatest marketing experience was all the marketing people in one rental car with the flags out the side going around the 1,200 acres here at the AMA, yelling T-Motor. I hope they do it again here in 2024. T-Motor is back at I.O., the safer propulsion system located in Nanchang, the hero city of China. Their products have been used widely in film and television, agriculture, logistics, emergency rescue, and of course, racing. T-Motor, committed to becoming the safest power system supplier, providing customers with both regular and high-end customized products. Let's launch them. Match 10. SPEC Top 24 on the HD0 SPEC track running the 2024 Multi-GP SPEC. We're going green. Top 3 advance. Bottom 3, Chris Thomas, high fives. Good luck. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. Oohs and ahs as another one goes down. That's Cube. Whole shot going to Mr. Chouse. He's your leader. And then you got Pro Dangles, Fire Serpent, Bernie FPV, and Shames. Anything can happen here. We're just on the opening lap. Let's let them separate a little bit. Mr. Chouse, Pro Dangles, Fire Serpent, Shames, Bernie FPV. Your unofficial running order here. And look at that. Boom. We're almost 4 wide at that dive gate. Fire Serpent, Bernie. Running third right now, still chasing Mr. Chouse. Here comes Mr. Chouse up high. He's got some lap traffic. The other three right behind him. And almost mid-airs in that crossover section right there. That will be one to enjoy. Mr. Chouse, Pro Angles, Bernie FPV, Fire Serpent Shames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a ringer dinger for Shames. That puts him in fifth here at the moment. Not sure he's going to get back up, and we may be down to just three. Mr. Chouse, Pro Dangles, Fire Serpent, now issues for Pro Dangles, so it's Mr. Chouse, Fire Serpent, then Pro Dangles, 1, 2, and 3 here on lap number 2. Still with another lap to go, and we may have a little bit of a battle coming up here in just a moment. Mr. Chouse on to lap 3, 1 to go. There's Fire Serpent on a lap 3, 1 to go. Pro Dangles running third. That's what you want to be, top 3. And they are your only 3 that I see in the skies right now. And so a little bit of a celebration, a little victory lap, as it were. And Mr. Chouse up high over to our hurdle. And coming from our right to left here in house across the line, Mr. Chouse, 3 up, 3 down to get the win. There's Fire Serpent in second, and Pro Dangles pulling up third. What a race that one was right there, huh? I like it. And so we're going to take Mr. Chouse. Fire Serpent, Pro Dangles to match number 12. Channel change for Mr. Chouse. That's a channel and antenna to race band 5. Mr. Chouse, race band 5, left-hand polarization, if you could. That would be greatly appreciated. They're going to match number 12. That's a break of 1 as we get set for the semi-final of the winner's bracket. Match 11 is where we are at. You want to take me? Well, while we await AK, Lehman, West, Amari, Dark X, and Free. Give me just 1 second, Dougie. Because I did something here. You should have it, no? Yeah, it should be my desktop with this over top of it. Oh, no. You had it. You don't have it. What did I break? Dang it. Let me do this. And it didn't change for me. You gotta recache. It's on you. Try recaching. Yeah, I don't have that. You gotta recache it. I don't have that anywhere. Maybe? Really? Let me see. I believe you. No. Because that desktop is... Alright, let me try something else. Match 11 is where we're coming to here next. Now? No. We're at our top 11 now. Why is that? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I broke something. All right, we'll work on that tomorrow. Dang it. I had it working so good. I know, it was working so good. Till it wasn't. Top 3 in this going to our final 4. And what a race this is about to be. What if I send you the logo, no? But I don't even know what that desktop is. What are you seeing now? Now you got logo. Okay, don't change anything. And now? Now it works. Right?
Not playing. Play.
No, I'm gonna play it. I've totally Command F. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely blew our window on this. Now it should be playing, right? I know. Well, we might be able to save it yet. But I don't understand why I was sending you another desktop. And I don't know why it's not full screen. Okay.
Free, Dark X, Amari, West, Lehman, and AK. Your next 4 getting set to fly. Of course, Amari, your top qualifier. We're set to fly. Amari still with Ironman mode engaged. It's on Dark X Free, West, Lehman, and AK to change our storyline into our final 6 tonight. Let's see what happens. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5. There's a big start. There was contact, no crashes. So we are underway. This one is going to run to its entirety. And so we are chasing Amari. No surprises there. And he is just running another race. There's Dark X just behind him again by about 15 feet. As we move AK and Lehman in a battle for third, fourth. Lehman now just up into third, AK in fourth. Top 3 go to our final 6 tonight. Bottom 3 into our semifinal, the consolation bracket. It could be a precursor of these ones as we're 0.7 of a second apart. Amari ahead of Dark X, then 1.9 seconds back with Free in third. West 0.9 of a second back from him in fourth. Lehman 1.6 seconds behind him in fifth, and AK 0.6 of a second behind him in sixth. 5.9 seconds separating all 6 pilots here after 1 as we continue to chase Amari and Dark X to 1 and 2. Dark X, just like he had to take a little bit of a bobble there to scrub a little bit of speed. That now opens the door for Amari a little bit. That 20-foot lead is now a 25-foot lead as Amari and Dark X still 1 and 2 on to lap number 3. Issues for Free. That moves West up into third. AK Lehman Free in a 4-way battle for that third transfer position as we go over to that dive gate. There's Amari through. There's Dark X through. Still 1 and 2. Does Dark X get by Amari? Amari seems to be able to hold off again, race after race, lap after lap, and now they're almost on top of each other. Dark X looking to make that move. He just about did it there, but Amari gets to the gate. 0.7 of a second back. It is Dark X. Oohs and ahs over there. AK pulling up third. West 0.2 of a second back in fourth. And that is where it ends right there. Amari, Dark X, and AK moving to our finals. Our final 6 as we'll take West, Lehman, and Free to our semifinal of the losers bracket. No channel changes for everyone. West, Lehman, and Free to match 13. Amari, Dark X, and AK to match number 14. Again, no channel changes. No channel changes. What do you see now? Fingers crossed. All right. Well, while we await match number 12, it should be playing. It should be playing. I'm looking at my output and your No? What did we do? When I paused it, but I'm looking at what I'm sending you program, and it's clean. What if I come over here and send you another? So I should be sending you that. Oh, what if I go? Oh, I see what I'm getting. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you can take it if you want. What? But you can take it while you fix that, no?
Cali FPV, Flyboy 2009, Dabs FPV, Mr. Chels, Fire Serpent, and Pro Dangles. Your next 6 to fly. Top 3 in this advance to the semifinal, the consolation bracket, to race versus West, Lehman, and Free. The top 3 in that will advance to our final tonight to match up versus Amari, Dark X, and AK FPV. Broke everything. Yeah, but it was working.
When?
Yesterday. Yeah, I don't have you in this heat. I think you're on deck, right? I think you're in the next heat.
Oh, I'm in the next heat. All right.
Yeah. Let me hit refresh on this tab. Yeah, Lehman, you're on deck in you're in 13. Race band 6 for your channel confirmation. We're in match number 12. This one is going to be a hot one. Good luck, pilots. Top 3 staying alive. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. SPEC Racing, Wild Wednesday night, opening day of the 2014 International Open, and it's going to be Cali, Mr. Chow's Flyboy. And wow, that was an epic crash at the end of our front straight. They are still bouncing off gates and each other as we are chasing Mr. Chow's Fire Serpent, Dabs FPV, Flyboy in 4th right now. Over to that dive gate. Mr. Chow's Fire Serpent. Here comes Dabs. Here comes Flyboy. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is not decided as of yet. Fire Serpent running that number 3 spot. He's got them within striking distance. You want to get in front of all of them here as we get set to go on to lap 2. 2 to go for Mr. Chouse. 2 to go for Fire Serpent and Flyboy. They're second, third. There's Dabs FPV onto that lead lap. And so we are down to 4, 5 seconds separating our field, and we just lost a guy in the number 4 spot. Let's see if we can get back up. He's trying to turtle mode, recover his craft remotely as we continue to chase Mr. Chouse. And then Fire Serpent, Flyboy 2009. Flyboy trying to get by him right now. Right now, solid in 3rd. But Dabs could get back up. He's in the long grass. He's buried. His quad is trying to get up and broadcast back home. Let's see when we can get done with Dabs. Mr. Chouse, white flag flying, 1 more to go. Fire Serpent, 1 more to go. Flyboy 2009, 1 more to go. 5 seconds separating your top three, and right now your only three as we just went Rainbow Road with Dabs FPV. This will be a little bit of a celebration. We're racing back to back. Take it easy. Take it easy. We're going to race the same quad in the next heat. You've advanced. Take it easy. Here we go. Wave a checkered flag here. It's out and waving. Mr. Chouse working his way over that hurdle, and to our checkered, it is 3 up, 3 down. Mr. Chouse advancing to the semifinal, the consolation bracket. 3.2 seconds back, Fire Serpent. And Flyboy 2009 stays alive at the number 3 spot, moving to match number 13 as well. 6, 9. And so it's going to be Dabs FPV 10th overall, Cali FPV 11th overall, Pro Dangles 12th overall of our field of 50. As we get set to move Mr. Chow's Fire Serpent and Flyboy 2009 to match number 13. That is the on-deck heat. And it looks like we have a channel change for Mr. Chouse. Back to race band 1, Mr. Chouse. Race band 1, just a channel. And Flyboy 2009, I have a channel and antenna. Race band 3, left-hand polarization for Flyboy 2009. Fire Serpent, you're good where you are. On race band 2. Flyboy doesn't have a left hand, so we are hopefully going to be able to negotiate on the line in match number 12 as we bump them. So you have my camera back. You have my live stream back? My crash replay? Works so good. It's live right now. Okay, hold on. I haven't played yet. I gotta cue the replay. So we have a back-to-back situation. Yes. This will be Wes, Lehman Free, Mr. Chouse, Fire Serpent, and Flyboy 2009.
Okay, I don't know what that is. You should have. I know it's my screen. It's OBS is sending you something.
Probably have a whole bunch of projectors. Right click on OBS. It's going to be projectors. Right click.
I should be sending you this. So I'm sending you that. Now I hit.
Full screen program.
Now, but I hit desktop. Now I should be sending you desktop. Now it's working. Okay. Hold on. Don't take me yet. No, I know you want to. Don't yet. Don't yet. Don't take me. Okay. That's queuing, right? It's working.
Well, while we await these next pilots here, we're going to take a look back at the start of that previous race. It had lots of oohs and ahs. As it big swooping turn. Cali is leading right now at this point. Look at Mr. Chouse. He's behind Cali. He sees Cali in front of her, or in front of him. We go over to this section, and then we get ready for demo drones. Ready for real time. Here we go. Right about here, Fire Serpent looks to be in the mix, and this is where we lost Cali. Let's back up just a hair here. Lot of tumbling. Looks like she actually hit a gate. She goes through the HD zero lit gate. No one in front of her. So that was not a midair. It sounded like a midair, but she went down. And then maybe with that sound, that's when we lost Pro Dangles. What caused Pro Dangles to fall down here? Roll back. Did Pro Dangles hit Cali while she was falling out of the air? No, it looks like Pro Dangles might have had the midair. Oh, yeah. So as we really take this in to appreciate it, Callie's leading. Callie hits the gate in the top right. She yaw spins into Pro Dangles. Watch this. There she goes down by. Maybe doesn't hit Pro Dangles, but he was feeling hit. And so he hits the gate right after. What a crazy finish out. What a crazy start right there. As you see that Callie with the yaw spin, hitting HD0. Boom. And then, meanwhile, Pro Dangles is like, I'm running second right now, and not so much. Boom. And that one is done right there. It hurts. Match number 13. It's because you're trimming me.
Yeah. It's all black. Black fucking ball.
Because it's a 6-up.
So I don't want a lot of black.
Okay. I understand. No, understood. So.
Wait, is that making you cold? Sitting on the ground doesn't make you cold? You're making me cold. Look at me.
Of course, everyone watching online, over 100 people of our 10,000 subscribers on the MultiGP YouTube channel watching us. We invite you back tomorrow night here on the MultiGP YouTube channel. If you're not at the International Open, come back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are live here at the SPEC track again, designed by FPV GAN, sponsored by HD0 for the 7-inch stock final. That is the Sharjah stock. That is coming up Friday nights. Thursday night. Friday night, we're at the Tiny Whoop tent, 9 o'clock, give or take. And then, of course, Saturday night, 4 o'clock, we start with the women and junior final to decide Team USA for the FAI. And then about 6 o'clock Eastern, we'll kick off the 2024 MultiGP World Cup. And what a roster of pilots that we have lined up for our World Cup. Match number 13, semi-final, the consolation bracket. Top 3 advance to our final versus Amari Dark X AK and maybe Chase the Ace for the title of 2024 IO SPEC champion. Will West, Lemon, Free, Mr. Chouse, Fire Serpent, or Flyboy be there? Well, the next 2 minutes are about to tell us their part of the journey. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, lesson 5. Lehman having problems getting off the line. He gets up, and that is not good news for the rest of the field. That means Lehman is finding a gear and coming in hot as he'll climb up. Looks like Free getting a little loosey-goosey, and we are chasing Mr. Chouse through that tower. Looks like he has a little bit of company. It's West, Fire Serpent, Flyboy, Free, Lehman. Lehman now catching up to our field after that little bit of a glitch on the launch. Not the worst right there as we are going full send here on lap number 1. There's issues for Fire Serpent. He was running about third, now dropping to the back of the pack. This is do or die. Top 3 going to our finals. There's Mr. Chouse, West, Flyboy, Lehman, 1, 2, 3, 4, Free. Running 5th right now. He's about 1.8 seconds away from the transfer position. Currently held by Mr. Chouse, West, and Flyboy 2009, your top 3. After 1 lap, still with another lap and a half to go. Over to that dive gate with Mr. Chouse, West, Flyboy, Lehman. Lehman had worked his way up to the 4th, and Lehman just crashed out. So that means he may finish up 5th here, which means overall that is going to be about in the number 8 spot of our field of 50 in SPEC. One to go for Mr. Chouse. West and Flyboy free now, looking to make that move. 1.8 seconds back and moved the wrong way. Breathing room for Flyboy, currently holding onto that transfer position, as well as West and Mr. Chouse. Mr. Chouse over the dive. West just about making a pass at the dive. We got a battle for the one right now. Up at the front, West just about making the pass there. He's 6 foot back. West just about making the pass there. Now he's 10 foot back. Mr. Chouse able to hold him off. Over to the hurdle we go. There's Mr. Chouse. There's West. Both of them to the line. It's Mr. Chouse, West, 1 and 2. Flyboy finishing up third. 1 second back from him. Well, let's take Mr. Chouse, West, and Flyboy to your final 6. Which means 7th overall Free, 8th overall Fire Serpent, 9th overall Limon. Yes, sir. All that and a whole bag of chips. Final 6 set right there. Channel changes coming in, though. Mr. Chouse, race band 5, just a channel change. Flyboy, race band 6, that's a channel and antenna. Race band 6, right-hand polarized for Flyboy 2009. West, no channel change for you, still on race band 4. You come back in just moments. Do what? And so, we are getting new lipos in. That is happening. Maybe putting a prop or 2 on. When you are ready, we are not staging at the block. No, we are not staging at the launch stands. We are staging at the weigh-in table. That is where we stage. We'll be staging over there. And we'll be weighing in our entire final field. There's a look at Dark X coming in out of her winner's bracket. A little bit of lipo fuel for the pilot. How about some Kurs? I don't think they have that in France. Oh, that's the weigh-in table. We're weighing in. I like your style, Dougie. Two desktops.
And your default out. Yeah, when I lose power, it's... Oh, look. It's when I lose power. You want to replay the finish while the weighing in is? Alright. Have me?
Well, while we have a second here, going to take a look back at the finish of that race. Let's back it up a little bit here. We know the finish order. Mr. Chouse. Mr. Chouse, what a finish there. And West. Mr. Chouse and West, who we're watching here. Mr. Chouse definitely rocking it here, but we were all losing our mind at the dive gate. Let's go to the dive gate. There's a good spot, right? So let's go a little bit further back because Mr. Chouse just about botched this dive, if memory reminds me correct, right? So here comes Mr. Chouse. He's your leader, top left. Going to come up into the dive gate. See, he overshoots it. So when he overshoots it, he had a better lead over West. Look how far West is. And you look in West's feed, he's actually got Mr. Chouse in his sights. And so as Mr. Chouse is scrubbing speed, now trying to get on the gas, we just about have a pass here. Not only by West ahead of Mr. Chouse, but look at where Flyboy is. Flyboy is, if you look at Flyboy's feed, do you want to just take a look at Flyboy's feed? There's Flyboy's feed. If you look really close, he has got West and Mr. Chouse in that feed right there. You see them pass through. A little bit of a glitchy, but not the worst right there. As we go back out here, Mr. Chouse gets through the dive. There's West through the dive. And go on board with Flyboy. He sees West. See the 2 dots right there ahead of the static? And so now we go 3 through, lining up. Now looking on board with West. He's got Mr. Chouse in his sights. But as we come over this section here, now we almost have another pass when we get to the triple gate with a swoopy over top, right? As we corkscrew around. But West has a hot line, comes in hot. Now we look at this. Now they're almost on top of each other. I want you to look at Mr. Chouse's feed right now. See the white LEDs? That's West all up in his business. Look at West's feed. That is Mr. Chouse getting through the HQ prop gate. And now let's go full send over here. We're not done yet. We go up high and work our way over to the hurdle. Now Mr. Chouse gapping West a little bit. Now they're 1 and 2, but West is still pushing, trying to take a tighter line, but you can see West's line is not as tight as Mr. Chouse. And when we look at that finish right there, Mr. Chouse across the line, West across the line, and don't forget a Flyboy. Boom. That was part of their journey to get into our final 6 here tonight. We got a shout out coming in from the chat for Double A. Heck yeah. He's our first ever mod of the MultiGP YouTube channel. He has been part of our crew at MultiGP International Open. Every single International Open. 2017, 2018, 2019. Virtual, Double A was there. 2021, 2022, 2023, now 2024. He's got his 8-year badge on. Shout out to Double A. Final 6.
Sponsor.
As we get sent for your first round at Chase the Ace here at the 2024 International Open, we are at the SPEC track, the HD0 SPEC track, designed by FPV GAN. Feel that HD resolution with near zero latency. Thank you, HD0, HD0.com, one of our great partners of the 2024 International Open. Of course, we welcome back TBS, Superior One Roofing, Foxier, Drones in School, GemFan, Beta FPV, Radio Master, HQ Prop, T-Motor, iFlight, the AMA, Emax, Tattoo, Hobbywing, 533, Din Drones, Rect, Retro Espresso, and Torval. Our great sponsors, vendors. No bueno. Well, let's get ready for your final 6. Coming in out of the consolation bracket. Needed to be top 3 in that last race, and that is what he did. From Metropolis, Illinois, Flyboy 2009 is in your final 6 of SPEC Racing. Also coming in out of the consolation bracket, just about got the win of that last race we saw from the great state of Indiana. He's almost home all the way from Martinsville. It is West coming in out of the consolation bracket. Next up, he is a guy, hit our podium in sport class a couple of years ago from Knoxville, Tennessee. It's Mr. Chouse. Now your top 3 in our SPEC race final. Coming in out of the winner's bracket, a top qualifier here in our field, and made it thanks to his travel arrangements to the 2024 IO from Chandler, Arizona. It's AKFPV. It is Ace, Chase the Ace. There's one ace to chase who's been unstoppable. But if there's a pilot you can bank on to get her done, it is this one. The 2022 World Games champion from Nouvelle-Aquitaine, France. It's Kilian Rosso, Dark X FPV. And finally, the pilot with a target on his back, a former DRL Sim champion, a former DRL Podium earner, and a former Street League champ of the world, the #1 man in spec racing this week again from Waukee, Iowa. Your race to chase with Ironman mode engaged is Amari. Yes, sir. Let's go. It is time to send it on a Wednesday night at the HD0 Spec Track. We are going green. If Amari wins this one, he's your champion. If anyone else gets it, it goes to extra innings. And let's do it because the cooler is still full. We're drone racing on a Wednesday at I.O. Pilots, arm your quads. Pilots, we're live on the tone in less than 5. Yes, sir. When you hear Thunderstruck, you know the champions are about to fly, and we have 6 of the best in the game flying our multi-GP spec. And, of course, our TQ Ironman Amari with the lead right now. He's low side of the tower, but look, AK, Mr. Chows, Dark X right with them as well. We heard a little bit of a ringer-dinger. Now they're all in the sweeper. It's still Amari. Dark X is right on top, more to the dive gate. Dark X almost made the pass. They're separated by about 15 feet. It's Amari. Dark X looks like AK running third here at the moment. Over to the triple gate section. Mr. Chows now trying to make a move for third, and now Dark X moving to push for the lead, but Amari holding him off. It's lap 1 done, and on to lap 2. Amari, Dark X separated by 0.7 of a second. Mr. Chows, AK, Flyboy, West, 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes AK. He's done in the number 6 spot. Does he get to run again? Amari is the one to decide this right now. Still holding off the field. He has a larger lead, about 30 feet now. Over to the dive. It's Amari, dive, and Dark X through the dive. Then Mr. Chows, then West, 1, 2, 3, 4. Flyboy in the number 5 spot. Now over to the triple gate. Amari still with another lap to go when he comes around. Dark X still now about 30 feet. He is about 15 meters back, and 1 more lap to go. White flag flying. Will Amari be our spec race champion here at the 2024 I.O.? So far, laps 1, 2 are looking pretty good, and it's a yes, but this one is not done yet. Over through that sweeper we go. We're full send over to the dive. There's Amari through the dive. There's Dark X through the dive. Amari now gapping Dark X a little bit. Get ready with the challenge coins and the champagne. Amari is now in the sweet section. Up high, over to our hurdle, down low to our checkered, and Amari is your champion.
Dark X FPV 32.3. MR_Chows.
Unstoppable in spec racing, Amari, your 2024 International Open Spec Race champion. 3 laps, 1:43. He brought the heat. A pair of 31s in the section right there. Pair of 31s, that's a total of 62. Was it faster than his TQ? He was. He found 3 seconds in the finals right there. 2 laps and 63, 3 of them in 1:43. Faster in the final when it matters. And so Podium decided right there. So we get some prizes, we get some trophies, we get sent to shine here in our final. Congratulations to your top 6, AK, 6th overall, Flyboy 2009 in the number 5 spot. It'll be West rounding out our top 4 and our podium. It'll be Mr. Chows, Dark X, and Amari, Ironman Spec Race Champion. You're going to bring him in?
Yeah, I'll bring him in, and then you give him the tokens.
All right.
Dark X and Chows.
Well, looks like we are still under a quad retrieval, but stand by for our podium presentation. Chat going crazy right now. Jay Rice, FPV, says Amari GOAT, greatest of all time. EM Drone says, this is 10 years of multi-GP, right? Well, the idea came together in 2014. 2015, the first multi-GP championship in Miami. So, yeah, if we started in 2015, this is 2024. That is 10 years. Happy 10 years, EM Drones. We got confused with the 7th IO, missing 1 year. But, yeah, that's right, making history. Vanadium checking in. Says AK got aired out, dirty. Yeah, it was a rough run. They're still giving them some well dones coming in for AK as well. They're looking at those stats. A second, yeah, Amari over a second over Dark X in that final. Let me see if I can take a little look-see. Got a bunch of qualifying rounds to get through. There's the match number 14. 1.091 Amari ahead of Dark X at our checkered line. And 3.8 seconds back, Mr. Chouse in third. 1.5 seconds back, West in fourth. 1.6 seconds back, Flyboy in fifth. And then AK a lap back. 2 laps back. 33.4. 1 lap. Those are the digits. Those are the numbers. We'll do one at a time, I would imagine. Well, it's now time for our podium presentation here inside of the celebration tent. It is loud. That's my pilot name. It will be loud. Let's get set to bring in your second runner-up, third on our podium, a former sport class champion, and now third overall in spec racing at IO 2024. Mr. Chouse is your third place pilot. Come on down. There he is. Well, what's going on, Mr. Chouse? This is a big change from when we saw you in sport class 2 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just been really loving the sport, practicing a lot. Just want to be one of the best.
Want to be one of the best. We had over 50 pilots. We're all racing the same quad, dang near. And top 3, you hit a podium. This one has got to be a big one, bigger than sport class. Like, look at the field of pilots, and you got to be proud of your performance.
Yeah, there's a lot of DRL pilots here. There's a lot of amazing spec pilots here. Just glad to be in the mix.
And you were on the tech crew at the Champions race, so a lot of the pilots you saw racing there, they're here, and you just beat most of them. You got to be proud.
Yeah, just got to be one with the quad.
That's right. Who do you want to thank for your second runner-up, third place finish here tonight?
I want to thank Evan Turner for letting me use his quad. I want to thank, I guess, GemFan for sponsoring all the props. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, Mr. Chouse, there's another challenge going to add to your collection. Your second runner-up here tonight. Let's bring up your reserve champion. If he's not top 5, he's top 3. The longest journey to get here. A champion in every right. He's our reserve champion of spec racing tonight. Bring in Dark X. Well, felicitations. We're racing again. What's the difference between racing this drone and what we saw you racing in the UAE with the Sharjah spec?
Yeah, obviously this drone is way heavier, so it's actually, I think, either order. But it feels kind of same. It's a LED track, a lot of good pilot here. That was definitely super fun to do.
It was a lot of fun watching you race again. Every time I've seen you race, I mean, I go back all the way watching you race in Europe and then in Birmingham and UAE. And your first trip to the International Open, what do you think about this event? It's only day 1 of 5, but what has your IO experience been like so far this week?
I was not expecting an event that huge. It's so huge. There is so many different tracks, so many things to do. I spent the entire days to going to a track, going to another one, fly 5-inch, freedom spec, 7 spec. That was crazy day, and it's only the first day.
First day, so many races. How many challenge coins do you think you're going to get this week? Are you going for like a full sweep, or what is your goal here to round out IO?
I think same as the UAE. Everything's possible.
Anything is possible. There's one guarantee. This guy is going to be on more podiums here this week. Give it up for your reserve champion, Dark X. There is your champion's coin as well. And finally, who do you want to thank for this reserve place finish here tonight?
I want to thank so much all my sponsors. They are helping me really a lot, and my dad and my family, which are watching me, and Chris right here. I love you.
I love Chris too. We're best friends, so watch out. One more time, give it up for Dark X, your reserve champion here in SPEC. Well, I don't know if there was a surprise. This guy, when you got the big drones, you got the SPEC drones, he is probably going to win it. Let's bring him in, your 2024 IO SPEC champion, Amari. Well, of all the races, right, we have two guys, one drone, we have World Cup, we have the Sharjah SPEC race, again, we have SPEC racing. Was this the one that you're most looking forward to here this week, Amari?
This is kind of the cherry on top. I'm looking forward to the stock race tomorrow, honestly, to just run this back again.
To just keep doing the same track, the drones that you tore it up with in the UAE as well. But this field was gunning for you. It wasn't easy, was it?
Yeah, no, there was a lot of really fast competitors here today. Free had some killer times, AK, Killian as well. Like, it was a toss-up. It was.
What is the secret? I mean, winning again and again and again. What is the Amari sauce?
So, for those keeping track at home, I have not touched an open class quad since Mayhem 2020. All I do is spec. All I do is spec, and I'm good at one thing.
Hey, you want to win? All you got to do is focus one thing, but don't do spec, because that's all he's doing. He's going to win. Who do you want to thank on this another podium finish and a podium win?
So, definitely a huge shout out to 533. My Spec 7 was an absolute missile all weekend long. Shout out to Hobbywing for the ESCs. Let's see here. HD0, of course. 90 Hertz. We've been talking it all night long. It's incredible. It's straight up cheating if you're not on it. Radio Master for a great radio. And then I want to shout out my dad, who this is the first time that he was not able to come to an IO with me. So this is for him, and happy Father's Day early.
That's right. What a great gift. SPEC for the win. Amari for the win. Give it up one more time for your champion of SPEC Racing and IO, Amari. We do have dual loop here. We'll get our top three, Mr. Chow, Dark X, and Amari in for a three-way podium photo. Thank you to Dual Loop for all his work here on scoring, photography, and just overall entertainment as well. Thanks to Focus. Two Dog RC running things here in the brackets. Your live stream, of course, brought by Diver Down. Dougie working all week long. Of course, all of our volunteers here at International Open. We gave a few in the shout-outs in the live stream. Thank you to Double A. Thank you to Philip Blaster working hard here on the track. Thank you to FPV GAN bringing us our design. They're all a big fan of the track. We celebrated there at the start with our next 24. And, of course, our thanks to HD0 bringing us our SPEC track here in 2024. Big wins, all smiles, challenge coins.
Come on, get that pose ready. Go!
And you're seeing it all happen here live on the MultiGP YouTube channel. Of course, we're back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the same YouTube channel with the Sharjah SPEC, the SPEC race. SPEC racing continuing here on the HD0 track. It's day one in the books of the 2024 International Open. We will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here, live from the Academy of Model Aeronautics for the 7th edition 2024 International Open. See you tomorrow night.
streets will find